morning. It is Tuesday. Here we are again, and we are waking you up in the morning on DBS. Let's see what's happening at our news desk.
Good morning. The Royal St. Lucia Police Force, the RSLPF, has unveiled a cutting-edge crime database that promises to revolutionize law enforcement across the island. This state-of-the-art system will grant officers access to comprehensive files, photographs, and critical information on criminals and inmates housed at the Bodley Correctional Facility.
No longer do we have to guess when we have a picture of an individual and we need to find the antecedents. All we have to do is just log on the system and the system will tell us. So we will describe the data. We need to see how many persons, for example, with an oval face, with a broad nose, with a protruding forehead, that is male, that may have the propensity to commit rape. And at a clip of the fingertip, we will be able to decipher some of the suspects moving forward.
By streamlining information sharing, the RSLPF aims to stay ahead of those in conflict with the law. Sports Minister Kenson Kazime has denied previous knowledge of a Rubis lease of the VA4 base, commonly known as the Kakabef.
Until the notice was officially put in terms of the lease, we are actually still getting information. I, as minister, we've certainly not seen the details from that lease. And so I could tell you, as a minister, I would have said in the last 2 weeks, there was conversation about it, because a lot of the times we were already having discussions about where we can actually have something proper for the car racers. And I've heard somewhere in the media people have said that we knew, or I knew for a very long time. That is not true. I would say less than a month we've been trying to get the final information in terms of when the lease was signed.
Media reports surfaced last week that the area, the traditional home of motorsports in St. Lucia, had been earmarked for a fuel depot. But Kazime says that agreement was signed under the previous UWP administration. Good news just in time for the holiday season for members of the St. Lucia Workers Credit Union. A significant growth in the cooperative's surplus has enabled the payment of dividends on membership shares.
It shows that our credit union is growing. It shows that our surplus has grown, and that enabled us to be able to pay dividends and patronage refund. Our dividend was 5%. Dividend was paid back today to the membership, and 2% patronage refund. And that just goes again to show how St. Lucia Workers Credit Union is growing, and we have also positioned ourselves as the 6th top credit union in St. Lucia, and we are looking, with the help of the members, we are looking for further growth.
The exciting announcement was made during the credit union's 41st annual general meeting held on Saturday. 14 St. Lucian scholars preparing to embark on life-changing academic journeys in Morocco have been addressed by the Education Minister, Sean Edward, who emphasized the importance of maintaining academic excellence and national pride.
Let me first of all congratulate every single one of you for having been awarded scholarships to study in Morocco. Once you enter the departure lounge at that airport at Hiwanura, you are no longer your own person. The words that come out of your mouth in Morocco, your actions, how you conduct yourselves, would be a reflection of 180,000 people in St. Lucia. Today you can go to university because others made sacrifices. I went to university because those before me made sacrifices. So in equal measure, you have a responsibility to the next generation. The students who are currently in the primary schools of our country, you are expected to build on that foundation for them.
The government of Morocco offers 20 scholarships every year to each of the Eastern Caribbean member states. That's your news summary. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Thank you guys at the news desk. We'll take a short break and come right back. is at it again. And of course, this is the Festival of Light season as well. So obviously, there's some lantern making workshop happening at the CDF, but it's quite different because they're engaging corporate St. Lucia, really. We're here at the CDF and we're here with Gillen. Gillen Avril is a creative. I mean, I've encountered this gentleman before in costume building, so many creative spaces, and he's just a passionate person about that aspect of life. But the reason why we're connected with him here today is because there's actually the workshop, the lantern building workshop at the CDF that is taking place here today. It's going to be 2 days of that, everyone?
Today and tomorrow.
Right. Now, lantern, the Festival of Lights, all of that is something very synonymous with St. Lucia and that time of year. So having this workshop right now, you being the facilitator, what should we know?
CDF approached me because they wanted to actually pass on the idea of lantern making to persons, more corporate St. Lucia. Yes, so this is actually going to be for corporate St. Lucia. So we have persons from the Local Minibus Association. We have one of the water companies actually on board. We have the Peace Corps involved and other persons are coming on board. I know Gazman was supposed to be here as well. And the idea was basically to assist them in terms of how to make their lanterns. Me being a creative and having a background in carnival, I have a different perspective on how to make the costumes. Well, not costumes. Well, costumes for one, but then also the lanterns.
Right.
Because the idea from carnival actually comes across into lantern making. Similar materials, similar design concept, the thinking of it behind it is the same. So I actually won the Taiwanese competition basically 3 years in a row.
Right.
So they brought me on board to actually help persons, corporate St. Lucia, actually know how to build a lantern, the history behind lantern making, and what materials to use to actually create the pieces.
Right. Now, there's so much I want to ask you, but you were here from 10 this morning because this was supposed to have been kicked off from a morning into the afternoon. What have been the response of the participants?
It has been great. I mean, persons came in, most of them green, not knowing. They've never taken part in a lantern competition, never made a lantern before. And I went through the process of, first of all, my history, what got me into this position, my knowledge of lantern making, and also the materials. So we looked at, the crepe paper, the traditional crepe paper, the cardboard, the flashlights. And I told them, that was the old way. For the Taiwanese, we actually did a training where they taught us the new way, which is actually similar to carnival, where you use the wire frames and fabric and you use batteries and, outlets, power sources to actually get brighter costumes, brighter lanterns, and, it's much better. It's on a bigger scale.
Right.
Our lanterns, not just Trini, but our lanterns here are usually 3 feet high. Taiwanese make them 8 stories high. So you can't use cardboard 8 feet high or 8 stories high. So the idea was to actually show them the structure, how it is done in Taiwan. The time frame is so little to actually make them do it here. But, just the idea, the knowledge for them to actually see it, and they say, hey, they had an idea coming into this, but then after the training, it just took them to the next level.
Right. As a creative and a cultural activist yourself, how does that make you feel? What do you feel about pouring into these sort of traditional, keeping it alive, cultural aspects of things?
Well, I'm always welcome to the idea. It's not my first rodeo at CDF where they call me in to actually do this. We're actually in talks to do borderly, so I'm not sure if that's going to come through, to get the young men also involved. It's not just a skill. Like I told the persons here, it's not just about the lantern competition. Whatever you learn here can be passed on into various other areas, various other fields. So for me, it's always a welcoming idea that persons are receptive to the idea of the culture, whether it be for carnival, whether it be for lanterns, whatever it may be. And then now they can use it in their day-to-day lives. So it's always a welcoming thing for me to see that whatever my knowledge, I can pass it on to future persons.
Wonderful. So are we going to be seeing, coming off of this workshop, there are going to be lanterns built here for the competition by these companies, or they're going to have to go back with what you teach them and do their own thing?
A little of both, because right now persons actually working on the lanterns. Like we have a lantern coming from the Local Minibus Association. So this one is going to be started here. And
Are they making a bus? No, I'm just saying. Okay,
yeah.
right. We'll have to wait and see.
And then you have the Peace Corps actually doing something. I think we have Forest Springs, they're actually working on something. So, they start in here, and then they could go back in their respective areas and then work on it and then bring it. Yeah.
Well, that's a good thing. I want to commend you as the facilitator, commend CDF as well. And I can't wait for Festival of the Light for us to see the display.
You might be on a bus going down the road.
You never know, innit? I like it. Thank you so much, Gillen. saw a fundraiser, a Sing and Pledge for our good friend Nikki David. Obviously, there is still opportunity if you'd like to contribute. There's the account number. You may see it on the screen. There's countless of ways to be able to assist. So if you are willing to and you're so able to, please let's get together and let's assist Nicole David. We love you, Nikki. There's some highlights from the first fundraiser. Keisha here, young Keisha here is also, Keisha has not made any joke about, how Nicole David has enhanced her career in the musical field as well, performance-wise. And recently she had the pleasure of being able to collaborate with Nikki David, one of her icons, on a soca song as well for 2020, 24. Keisha, we are here today. It's a fundraiser for our dear Nicole. It's no secret by now that, Nicole is very, very much in dire need of our assistance at this time. What are you thinking? What are you feeling right now? You are here, you did your pledge and you did perform as well. Likewise, a lot of other entertainers and people are here to do the same. What would you like to say? Well, how are you feeling? How are you feeling about this?
To be honest, it's a heartbreaking situation. But I'm just trying to stay positive because just by going to see Nikki in the hospital, she's in good spirits. So that alone is giving me a little strength. But I'm just happy to see the turnout today. So Nicole David, if you ever come across this video, you are loved by St. Lucia, and we will continue to do our part in assisting with your cancer treatment and all of those stuff going on. But the situation is just saddening, and I just have to stay strong and keep the faith. And this year was just a magical year for me that I actually got to do a song with somebody I've been looking up to in the industry, even before I knew I would be an artist. So Nicole, I want to say thank you for giving me the battle, and I will continue to make your music live throughout everything.
Lots of Nicole's friends and industry supporters are here today to take part in a Sing and Pledge. Of course, Nicole is the life of any party. Odessa, let's talk in relation to what's happening here today. How are you feeling about the turnout? I mean, of course, this is just one avenue, but continuing after that, persons can still pledge if they didn't get to make it here. So you want to round up everything for me?
So now we're doing the Sing and Pledge at the Breadfruit Tree House. Everyone can come out and support. This is to help Nicole offset her medical expenses and basic needs. So we are here today, and there's a lot of people here, and we still expect more. So you come out and you can pledge and sing, or you can pledge after, or you can pledge for someone to sing for you. So that way we get the finances up, okay? If you can't come, you can still pledge. You can go to her GoFundMe page. You can go on her Facebook page where you can see the GoFundMe page or her bank account here. So Nikki David, she have an account on the Facebook page. You can pledge there also. You can also reach out to her personally. Those of you who want to see her, she's at OKEU right now. And if you want, you can go. The nurses will let you know if you can go in and see her, if you want to see her and pledge personally. Some people want to do that. They don't want to come. Yes. So, so come out and enjoy yourself. We're enjoying ourselves now, as you can see. And we need people to come, more people to come. We know more people will come.
Do you plan to have any more of those?
Well, we're supposed to have a concert. We're not sure yet. The government is supposed to be doing that. We're not sure yet on that, but we're looking forward to that. We haven't planned any other events as yet. Right. But depending on how this goes, we may do more. and maybe another venue where she normally does her karaoke.
Right.
Yes, so that's what we're doing.
right.
We love Nicole. She is our queen, so let's support her now. She needs us. She really, really needs us now.
So there you have it, guys. Nicole, our queen of the jungle, our queen of soca, our queen of bacchanal here in St. Lucia, and she is now reaching out for our support, and I know we're capable. She is in great spirit, and we just need to do our part and assist with the medical expenses. But I think we're going to achieve what we plan to achieve.
It wasn't simple, but then again, no, or me, who makes motion thing, driving the show. Oh wow, I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you.
St. Lucia is Big Bweelz here again for next episode, and I'm targeting certain people. Right now, this episode is for people that have steps at their home. Yes, you all want to walk up the steps, wax on, wax off. But now, I'm going to show you all how to use your steps to turn you all into Terminators and fit machines. Right? So today, this episode is for you all, whether you have steps inside your house or outside your house. We're going to get it popping, jumping, lunging, and skipping right here. Let's go. Good morning. So the first exercise we're going to do on your steps, we're going to stretch out the legs. So you're going to come up with on our toes, 1, 2, and up. Weight in the calves, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go. Up. Up. And when you're on your last step, you're going for 20. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hey, it's not my fault if you have a spiral at your home. It's not my fault if you have 500 steps at your home. You put it there. Let's make use of it. So, as soon as you finish the warm-up or the first exercise, we jog back down the steps. So, if the first exercise is 3 sets of 8 or 3 sets of 50 steps, whatever you have, you get it done. The second exercise, we're going to do some jump squats on the steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. On the last step, you pulse it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right? We get it done. When you execute your 3 sets, you jog down again. If you get tired, you're going up the steps, we're going to lunge it. 1, up. 2, up. 3, up. 4, up, and down. That's how I get a lunge done. It's quite nice for me. I don't have much steps to lunge, but I'm just showing you how you can get it done. Heading back down. The next exercise, out and in. You go, 1, squat down. Boom, down. Touch. Touch, 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 touch. It's quite obvious you guys better have more space than me, but you're catching the drift while I'm catching my breath. All right, you get that done? Run back down the steps. Whew. I do catch my breath. That's where blue waters come into play. I need my blue waters Douglas, I need my stamina. Douglas from Blue Waters. That's what I say. All right. Last but not least, because when you do these step exercises, you're going to burn. You're going to burn. I don't care how fit you are, as long as you set Lucian, you're going to burn. Because you'll pork too much. So last but not least, we're going to jump squat and pulse on it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Maintain your balance. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 3, 4. Bweels is about to fall at the door. I'm going to bed right now. Good morning. See?
Wonderful. Well, there you go. This is our Tuesday show. We are in the final month of the year. I know that's the month you normally make resolutions. Let me just give you a little small tip. I don't know. I'm not no expert, but I'm just telling you how it worked for me. It might just work for you. Don't overdo it. Don't be ridiculous with those goals. Keep it simple and make sure that you keep it manageable and realistic so that at least you can get them done.